Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here, greetings boys and girls, and welcome to this, another brand new day. And I want to hurry up and get her out of my pocket and back into her nest. I woke her up again, and so she didn't freak out like yesterday because I gave her a little bit more time to think, so she didn't have to freak out too badly. But, you know, she wants to go back to her bed. But this is little Saber. I've only seen one flea on her today, and hopefully we'll be able to get rid of the rest. But she is a cutie, an absolute cutie, so I'm going to put her back into her nest so she can go back to sleep. Here we go, little one. Thank you, and I'm sorry. And of course, my new little Hamatron, whom I have not actually given a name to yet, I've been fighting with her in the cage that she's been in, trying to keep her from destroying it. Well, last night I lost the fight and she chewed a hole in the bottom of the plastic bin. So, I've had to move her to a different one, and hopefully that one is going to be safe. Because the one that she chewed a hole in now is good for, well, storing some things in, but now that there's a hole in it, I mean, it's not good for storing hamsters anymore. My sincere apologies, and welcome to 2019. Only one New Year's resolution. This is the resolution that I make every year. I don't try to make any other resolution because you're basically setting yourself up for failure. So I just set myself up for one that's hopefully I'm not going to fail at. And hopefully you won't either. That would be very, very good. Because being alive, metabolizing is a wonderful thing. It really is. It's nice. I enjoy metabolizing. Hopefully you do too. Definitely a good thing. She's been running around in her cage over there because I woke her up. I mean, you saw me wake her up, but still. Just as a really quick aside, I found in... Here we are. I don't really want to show off the brand name, but these are, in fact, here, let's cover the whole brand name thing, only because, you know, I'm not advertising, so don't want to give them any free anything, but little hand warmer things. And they're these, and they're primarily filled with iron filings and activated charcoal, and then something called vermiculite. But you shake them, and then they get hot. And I shook these things, took them out of their plastic package, shook them, and about 7 o'clock last night, 7 o'clock, 7:30, they're still got a little bit of heat in them. There must be some reaction between iron and vermiculite there where they have to mix in the activated charcoal to keep it from getting too hot. Because it can get up to like 150 degrees. I put them in my gloves last night and kept my hands warm. It was, because it was freezing last night. It was literally freezing. There was ice all over the place. And I just wanted to point out that those things are kind of neat. They actually work and they're air activated. And even now, there's a little bit of heat in them. 12 hours later. I thought when they said, oh, they give a heat for up to 10 hours, it was like, well, you know, sure, they give off heat because there's chemical reactions, and the last 3 hours there's going to be a chemical reaction where it's technically giving off heat, but it's not going to be warm enough, so it'll be about 6 hours of, no, this is 12 hours, and they're not warm, I mean, not hot, but they are warm. You pick them up and you go, oh, wow, these are warm. So whatever the reaction between iron and vermiculite is, did I get that right? Because the ingredients, iron powder, water, salt, activated charcoal, and vermiculite. And so there must be a reaction between the vermiculite and the iron. But it's just amazing that they're still warm right now. I mean, it's comfortably warm. How bizarre. But also, while I was out walking last night, because I added an extra loop onto it, made a 7-mile walkies. And in fact, what did I do? I know I walked into Walmart, but did I do anything special? It was warm. I was still freezing. My ears were so cold, and my hands were still, even with the warm thing in there, my fingers were still so cold they're barely moving. So I went inside the store to warm up again, and then I walked back home. But one of the things that I saw while I was out walking was just amazing. It was accidental, and I'm quite sure it would look different on a different night. It was probably a combination of just, I know my eyes because I can't see properly, but then just the way things felt and what I was thinking of. You know those lights where they throw laser images onto the side of your house? These people had set one of these up inside of one of their trees, and it was throwing red laser light up on the side of, hopefully the side of their house. I never looked because this looked so bizarre.
Why, oh, why does God hate me when all I want to get high and forget this so-called life? I am so freaking bored.
It was a red show, and so as I came up on their yard, from 20 feet away to just like almost 10 feet away when I got close to it, well, probably closer to 5, but as I saw it at a distance, I was looking at it and I was thinking, are those LED lights on the branches? They strung up LED lights on half the branches of the tree? Why would they put LEDs blinking on their tree? And then as I get closer, because it just looked like there was blinking LEDs going from the base of the tree branches up to the top of the branches, just strobe upward like that. But as I got closer, it went from kind of a strobe LED effect to, I'm thinking, oh my God, because it literally looked, even from 7 feet away, in fact from 7 feet away, the closest I could get to it, the effect was even greater. It looked like thick blobs of blood were writhing upward through the branches of the trees and then dissipating into the atmosphere off the tips. Just these thick, like blood slugs writhing up the branches of the trees, and it was horrific. It was nightmarish. I loved it. It was incredible. If anyone could make me a product where I can put it in my tree and it looks like blood is writhing up the branches, take my money. I'll buy it. I will buy it. That was astonishing. So it was a combination of just the red lights from the laser thing as it's shown on the branches, and with the movement and the brightness, it just looked like coagulated blood slugs writhing up the branches. It was astonishing. I've wanted to, I almost thought about making a special video about it when I got home, but I was too cold and tired, and it was like 10 o'clock, so I didn't do that, obviously. But it was amazing. But yeah, and then I finished the walkies up to Walmart, walked back, and then just collapsed, played games, and now I'm kind of irate because I'm quite sure either my housemate turned off the cable modem a couple times last night, because he's really good whenever the connection that he has in his room gets a little low, he just resets the cable modem, unplugs it, and plugs it back in. Doesn't bother to ask me what I'm doing. And so frequently I'll only know what's happening when a YouTube video suddenly stops running, or I'll be uploading a video and then I'll notice it's going from, hey, it's going to be 30 seconds to, hey, it's going to be 5 hours to, hey, it stopped, because my housemate just doink unplugged the cable modem in the middle of uploading because he doesn't bother to ask. That happened a couple times yesterday, but things were happening. No, it happened while they were gone, once or twice. But the thing is, if my equipment, my consoles are busy downloading or doing anything, when the cable modem stops, I can't reconnect until, well, I don't even know how or why it works. Because my PS4 will not connect now. Because I left it on for downloading. And when I went to bed, and when I got back up, he had reset the cable modem. And now it won't reconnect. No matter what I do. Even though the connection is fine for the rest of the place, because it turned off while the console was downloading, it won't reconnect until I reset the cable modem again. Yay. Because while he'll turn and reset the cable modem at a moment's notice when he wants, when he doesn't want to, oh, he wouldn't want to do that. That interrupts his online stuff. Yeah, it doesn't matter that it's like, boink, doesn't even bother to ask me. So, microaggressions for the win. I'm just irritated about the fact that now my console won't connect. And it won't connect until I can talk to him and ask him to reset the cable modem. And at 8 o'clock in the morning right now, he's not going to be up for a couple hours. And I don't want to wake anybody up because they go to bed at like 2 or 3 o'clock. So yay. I'm not irate at them. I mean, everybody gets irate at everybody. That's the way life is. People are people. Nobody is a perfect match for anybody. I mean, even my wife and I were times when we wouldn't want to talk to each other. But that's just the way life is. I mean, we weren't mad. It's just when you're in a mood, you don't want to say anything to hurt anybody or get irritated by anything. So you just don't talk to people because you're abrasive. Being able to recognize that is a good thing. Not everybody can, and it's hard to be self-aware. It really is. Especially when you try to look at your own behavior. So much of that is covered by blind spots, where what you do is, oh, that's just something I do, doesn't bear too much looking into. But a lot of the stuff that is like, well, that's the stuff you should be looking at. But we gloss over it as the blind spot stuff. And that's the thing about a blind spot. There's a lot of blind spots we have that are just denial, that we use and throw up on our own. You know, not bleh, but we place these up on our own so that we can't see because there's an unfortunate truth or an unfortunate something we just don't want to deal with. And so we make that personal mental blind spot for survival. There's nothing wrong with that. The problem is there's a lot of them that you don't know are there. And because they're blind spots, I mean, you've got 2 blind spots in each of your vision, where literally you can't see anything inside those. Are you even aware of them? Unless you put up the special optical illusion type thing where you look at one dot until the other one vanishes inside of your blind spot, you can't even tell they're there. You don't know they're there. Your brain just extrapolates and fills in that with area with just stuff that looks similar. And that is awesome too. That's literally what your brain does. When you got your blind spot and your one eye still is traveling with the blind spot going through, your brain is just extrapolating. It's doing guesswork because it can't see everything that's going on and happening during there. So it just subconsciously tosses up something that looks, not subconsciously, but it looks similar to it enough that it works. You don't even consciously notice it. And that's awesome. Oh, good God, I missed one at 14 minutes and change. I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments on my community tab. I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people because I was going to do the numbers, but then it was like my hand was just doing nothing. So, but I count American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand because of my fibro, depression, and more. I am sometimes amazed I remember my own name. So, thumbs up for that. If I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker, so here's hoping that I can, but if I don't, then I'm sorry. And I'm not reading the comments right now. Bloody oil dams. I am not reading the comments right now. I'm going to read them all later. Right now, I'm just thanking you for having left a comment, good comment, bad comment, and different comment. The fact is you left me a comment. That is a very good thing. Even most troll comments are okay. The abusive ones, those aren't. I just, you know, report spam or abuse for abusive ones. The ones that are just not abusive but still troll comments, I leave those up. So, hey, thumbs up. Thank you for taking the time to leave a comment. It may not be the kind of comment that you'd want to take ownership of in public, but still, you left a comment. So, let me call my Chrome. Here we are. Lyric Assumption, greatly appreciated. And Ill Will Gaming, thumbs up and thank you. Tala Ansari, greatly appreciated. Grizzly Vlogs, thumbs up and thank you. Toxic, and then a slash sign, thumbs up and thank you. Gravo Blambo, I think it is, thumbs up and thank you. Kilo, greatly appreciated. Tyson Tower, thumbs up and greatly appreciated. Jake Lonan, I sure hope I'm close. Lil Peep, well, nice name, but FX8866, thumbs up and thank you. Combat UK, greatly appreciated. Catherine 3385, thumbs up and thank you very much. Ray Donovan, thumbs up. Claude 5190, thank you very much for still being here after all this time. It is appreciated. Ederson Silva, thumbs up and thank you. Lucia BR, greatly appreciated. Pandora NYC1, thumbs up and thank you very much. And Lynn XYZ, thumbs up and thank you. Dan Scott, greatly appreciated. Alpha Brian, thumbs up and thank you. Honest Bravado, that's the best kind of bravado to have. Thank you very, very much. Ultimate Valerie 93, thumbs up and thank you. JD M, greatly appreciated. And Potatotron, thumbs up and thank you, each and every one of you. Hopefully I got it all right. I don't know why, but when I go from the 22, 23 to 24, I mentally stumble over that and I forget what I'm doing with my hand. So hopefully I am correctly doing it. If not, again, my sincere apologies. Yep. Whenever you see me on camera, remember I am tanked up on cannabis products, whether it is literal bud or if I still don't have a full oil damn thing because I don't have any full oil. Here's an empty one, or well, I gotta scrape the last bits of this. Or if it's oil, I tank up on THC before I come on camera because it's the only reason I can even move. Without it, I hurt. So, thumbs up for that. On the other hand, though, if you've ever partaken of any sort of THC product, you do know that while it does not damage your long-term or short-term memory permanently, while you are using it, well, the long-term, I always do that, the short-term effects on your memory, they are there. You do forget things. There are effects. Largely what I feel when I partake of THC is just a general sense of well-being and pain control. If I really take 10 big high-power THC oil hits, I will feel it mentally up here and I will be affected by it. But anything less than that is just, all I get is pain control and that generalized sense of well-being. Some short-term memory effects, of course, but hey, I'll live with all that. I can move, I can walk. Without it, I would be bedridden. It is a good thing. And hey, if you can check out my various links, I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, NearlySeniorCitizen.com, which I haven't done anything yet on. I kept falling asleep again yesterday. Yay! So if you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron, that would be very cool. Now, if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I do take all good wishes and deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest. So thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get for my existence. And if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be very cool. I would understand if you don't want to, but if you are down with it, I will do my very best to keep you entertained from now until the literal end of time. So son of a gun for that. Hopefully I'm going to have a reaction video today, hopefully a game video for my game channel. I don't know if I'm going to be able to live stream. Depends on whether or not I fall asleep. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend, and that is a very good thing. Metabolizing on a daily basis is fun.